now. Go ahead.
All righty. Good afternoon, GCA new families. Thank you so much for coming to our new family welcome session today. We are so happy that you have decided to join us. I know you can be doing a lot of other things, but we appreciate you taking this time to come and find out some more information about our school. So, again, welcome to the new family welcome session. My name is Sonia Welch. I am your family school partnership coordinator for the middle school. I am brand new to GCA, so you'll see that I will heavily rely on my fellow family school partnership coordinators to kind of help me through this process today. So bear with me as I am new, just like you. So we are in this together. So when it comes to family and to being a family school partnership coordinator, we are in the business of parent and family engagement. Okay, parent and family engagement is an ongoing process that increases active participation, communication, and collaboration between you, the learning coaches, the parents, schools, and communities. And our goal is to educate the whole child. So that's what we are here to do. And we're all in this together and we're going to work together. Now, some of the ways that I will serve you this year is to provide some resources and communications to you. So don't worry about trying to write down everything, trying to remember everything. I will be sending you out reminders constantly, so you will know what's going on. That's part of what my service is to you. So I will definitely keep you informed on events and things that are going on within the school. So don't worry about that. I do recognize you as a value to this process and your communication and your whatever you bring to the table. We do value that. And we just thank you for being a part of this process and being a part of the team. And we're working together. As part of the Family School Partnership Coordinator position here, I'm also going to provide you with school parent compacts. And that's like an agreement between the school, you as the learning coach, parents, and the district. So you'll be getting those shortly. Okay. So the mission here at GCA is to provide and support an interactive virtual learning environment. And that is to support the individualized, differentiated, student-centered educational experiences, serving students from kindergarten through 12th grade. Our vision here at Georgia Cyber Academy is to be a learning environment where our students are empowered through the collaborative partnership of its students, parents, learning coaches, teachers, and administrators. So we are here to serve you. And speaking of vision, I want to introduce you to our visionary for the middle school grades. And our visionary is our principal, Miss Kristen Blanda. She is very, very passionate about what she's doing. She's passionate about serving your students. She's passionate about working with you as learning coaches and parents. And she is here to share some information about our school. She's also going to introduce our middle school staff. So, Miss Blanda, you are welcome to take it over.
Hello, new families. My name is Kristen Blanda. I am your middle school principal. I am very excited to be here with you all. I have spent the last 3 years as the high school principal, but have now come home to my roots. I have been with GCA since 2007, and I have seen so many changes over the last years. We started off putting the bricks together to build the first statewide charter virtual school, and I'm very proud of what we do here. We all work very hard and we have high expectations of our students. And we look forward to working with you all this school year. I would like to introduce my team. We have Miss Jamie Burke. She oversees our English and our social studies department. We have Miss Jessica Greer, and she oversees our math and science departments. Also, we have Miss Jenny Weaver, who does everything. We are so lucky to have her. She takes care of our school operations and makes sure that everything runs smoothly for students and our faculty. And we have Miss Dana Barrett. She oversees our ISS team. This team is for our students who need support and learning. And then we have Mr. Brian Daltrey, and he oversees our attendance and discipline. I'm proud to say we do not have many discipline issues in the middle school. Yes, very good. But he also helps to support attendance, because attendance is very important. Even though we are virtual, we need our students to come to school and to be on time and to participate in their classes. So I am so happy to be joining you for this journey this school year, and I know that it will be great.
Okay, so we have our 2021-2022 overview. And this is an overview of what your student will be doing throughout the day. First, they'll have their morning meetings Monday through Friday from 8 to 8:20. They have live sessions. Well, the first week of school is going to be different, but we'll go into that a little bit later and tell you more about that. But you have your tier 2 and tier 3 support sessions, your elective classes. All grade bands now have a common lunch period, which is awesome. So if you have students who are in different grades, they can still have, the family can still have lunch together. So everyone will have a common lunch period from 11:55 to 12:55. We have writing focus. All students are required to be on camera in live classes sessions. So especially during our MAP sessions, the students are required, and we'll talk about MAP in just a few seconds. Before we go any further, we do have Brian Daughtry on the line. Brian, did you want to add anything? I know Kristen spoke. And Brian is our assistant principal.
Yes, ma'am. Did you want me to speak a little bit on class attendance requirements?
Yes, please.
Okay. We've got two fantastic tools that are going to make it a lot easier to track attendance and for parents to know who to go to this year. One of them is going to be the program Nucleus, which will be located in your Canvas, and you should have access to that. Nucleus will, there's also, if you have any issues or any questions, there are going to be open office sessions every day where parents can drop in and get help with Nucleus and how to enter things and those kind of things. But the thing that's great about Nucleus is it tracks the time the student is in class. So that's automatically done for you. And when you log in, you're able to go in and pull that, and they'll be able to tell. It is important that a student who is required to stay for the entire period to have themselves counted present in Nucleus. The other support you're going to have is an attendance specialist who will be assigned to each family. So you should have already gotten a welcome letter from that person, and they are going to be your person that you can talk to about inputting excuses in the Nucleus or have them assist you with that. But you're going to have a full-time person there available to you to support you, and you're going to have Nucleus, which will track your attendance. Nucleus will also allow you to log other work time that students put in, so that that can be considered. It is important to log into Canvas every day, and it's important that you go to all your required classes to stay the entire period. I think it's going to be a really good system. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I just want to make a note to be sure to go ahead and set up your Nucleus account today. So that's very important. You want to set up your Nucleus account today. We do thank Ms. Principal Blanda and Brian for joining us and giving us that information. We have a couple more slides, which I think are very important. legal guardian learning coach expectations. Okay, your expectation is going to be to monitor your student to confirm that they are in live sessions. So you want to make sure that they are up on time, that they have a good meal, and that they're in front of their computer and ready to work. And so that is something that we are asking you to help us with, and as far as learning coach and legal guardian expectations are concerned. Also, we want you to advocate for students in need of help. If your student needs help, you're going to be the go-between person to make sure that they get that help they want. Students don't always have the courage to step out and ask for help. So we're asking you to be very involved and help with that as well. Also, to maintain positive professional relationships with school faculty. It's very, very important because we're all working as a team. So we're working together and we just all want to be supportive of each other. Also, to support your students' academic growth by enforcing school expectations, monitoring their work, completion and submission, and creating environments conducive to learning. So we want to make sure that the students are in a nice, comfortable place where they can learn and they can focus their attention on their teacher and focus their attention on their work. No televisions going on in the background. So that's very important. Also, now on the flip side, we have the students' expectations, okay? So we are expecting our students to be present and actively engaged in all live sessions, okay? We want them to complete all work to the best of their ability and by the deadline. We need follow-up all student expectations as outlined in the handbook. And students need to be their own advocates. They need to ask questions and they need to take ownership of their learning. We also want them to model integrity and work ethic. So we want to make sure that they're doing their own work. We want to make sure they're putting their best foot forward. I know parents, sometimes we like to get involved, learning coaches. We want to get involved, we want to help, but we want the students to do their own work and we want them to do it to the best of their ability. On asynchronous days, okay, so asynchronous days, we expect the students to view all recordings. That this is still a regular, it's an asynchronous day, but it's still a work day for the students. So they are to view all recordings from start to finish on that day. They are to submit all assignments, use any additional free time to study, catch up, work, and they can even go ahead and do some, to work ahead, which is always great to work ahead. We want students to stay in communication with teachers, but respect that they are in training and development sessions and may not respond as quickly as they would. That is what the teachers are doing on asynchronous day. They are doing professional development courses and training and things like that so that they can be well prepared to educate your students. So we do trainings all year long. So on those days, it's not an off day for the teachers. They are doing trainings and preparing for whatever upcoming things that are going on within the school. So that is the expectation for asynchronous days. And Brian and Mr. Daltrey went over the attendance expectations. So hopefully everyone has a good idea of what is expected of them. Okay, so the big question for a lot of people, and for me as a parent as well, you always want to know who does what at the school, because sometimes we don't exactly know. So we have a little list here for you of things that different departments do. So for your homeroom teachers, the homeroom teachers are are responsible for map testing, meeting with students daily. It's a friendly face for the kids and resource for general school questions, update students on changing processes, school calendars, help students plan for success and prepare for learning. The family engagement liaison, every student or every family is assigned a family engagement liaison. And so hopefully you have heard from your family engagement liaison. I know they started making calls and contacts to families. So most of you probably have heard and know who your family engagement liaison is. But what their role is in your education here at GCA is to help students log into Canvas, support parents and facilitate communication, facilitate strong start and stay strong, collect signatures and assist with compliance, reinforces school expectations and processes. Now we have school counselors as well, and they create schedules, outline expectations for graduation. They they are the only authority on grade level placement and credits, college and career planning. They create learning plans, provide social and emotional support for students. And then you have my position, which is Family School Partnership Coordinator. We send secondary grade newsletters, facilitate new family welcome sessions like we're having here today. We're always constantly getting you information, and we're going to be in front of you a lot, making sure that you understand everything that is going on within the school. We also do new returning family orientations, which those will be coming up pretty soon. And we facilitate parent meeting district town halls. Okay, I do see someone put in the notebook. I don't have a family liaison yet, and I have 3 students. Okay, so we'll make sure that we take note of that. So best practices for reaching out. Okay, emails are the first and the most preferred mode of communication. And the reason why we say email is because you can try and call a teacher during the day, but teachers are in class, so it's hard for them to contact you and to answer your calls. Now, although we prefer email as the mode of communication, you can make a phone call and leave a voicemail. If you're unable to reach a live person, the general voicemail 404-334-4790 extension 5, you are able to call and leave a voicemail there for the middle school. But bear in mind that teachers are in class until 3:30 each day, so they're not able to respond as soon as you may want them to, but they will contact you back at their earliest convenience. Just bear in mind that they are there until 3:30. So we do have some upcoming help sessions. Mr. Daughtry spoke about Nucleus. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but we do have Learning Coach, which is a live support. So it's called Learning Coach Live Help. And what it is it's an open office forum. So you're able to sign in at these specific times that you see on the screen. You can come on and you can go into a room with either your grade level administrative team, leadership team, or if you have questions about special ed, if you have questions about Infinite Campus, if you want to talk to your family engagement liaison, they are all going to be at this open office forum. So you would just sign into Learning Coach Live Help on these particular dates. We have July 27th, 26th to the 30th. That's this week, actually. So we've been here Monday through Friday each day from noon to 1, and that will be again tomorrow. So if you have questions that don't get answered here today, please come to Learning Coach Live Help tomorrow between 12 and 1, and you can get those questions answered. And you can see we will be doing them August 2nd through the 13th, August 16th through the 30th, Monday. Well, on the 16th through the 30th, we're going to start Monday through Wednesday. So it'll still be 12 to 1. And on September 7th through October 18th, it will be Monday through Wednesday. So take note of these dates and feel free to come into Learning Coach Live Help and get any questions answered that you may have. And Mr. Daughtry spoke on Nucleus earlier. So we do have open office help sessions to support parents and learning coaches with entering and understanding attendance. That's what Nucleus Live Help is. So feel free to take note of these dates now until September 30th from 10 to 11 and 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so if you need help with Nucleus, you are free to go to the Nucleus Live Help and it's your help. Okay, so what to expect for the first week? I'm sure everyone is excited to get started. And if you're new to the school, you really don't know what to expect. So as parent learning coach, we are asking you to check your emails. That includes checking your spam and junk folders because, you know, sometimes things get lost in those folders. And we want you to get familiar with the online school and program. And we are asking that students work with your parents or your learning coaches to become familiar with the online school as well, because that's going to be very important to learn how to navigate things and to kind of understand how the school system works, especially being totally online. Also, you may be completing 4 maps. And when we say maps, maps is just an assessment to see where your student is at this particular time. It's not anything that's going to be held against them, but what it does is it helps us to help them and help us to know how, you know, we can better help them. So it's just an assessment to see where they are right now. They'll be getting another assessment, I think, somewhere down the line, a winter assessment to see you know, to maybe compare how things have changed from now till then. So don't think that map is going to be anything that's going to be held against the students. No, but it's a good thing. It's just going to assess them and see how we can better assist them in their academic goals. Monday and Tuesday, parents, learning coaches will work with your family success liaison, well, your family engagement liaison, and complete your Strong Start modules. Canvas, you should have received email instructions and logon credentials. So if you have not, please contact, it says here Veronica. I'm not sure if that's the correct person, but yeah, so you should have received your email instructions and login credentials for Canvas. And as a note here, you will be assigned a homeroom teacher. When you are assigned a homeroom teacher, make sure you attend each morning from 8 a.m. to 8:20 a.m. So we want to make sure those students are up and ready to go. So for students with IEPs, now if your student receives a special education services and has an IEP, we are going to meet with the parent, legal guardians, you, the learning coaches, for an IEP intake meeting first and foremost. If the proper documentation is available, we're going to hold an IEP intake meeting for your student. The parent, legal guardian, learning coach will receive an invite for the IEP intake meeting via email. Okay, and then you will need to attend so that we can review your students' IEP accommodations and review what courses they will be taking. So after that intake meeting, your student schedule may be updated. So student schedules can be found in Infinite Campus. So be sure to have your student follow their schedule each school day. So sometimes you have to monitor them a little bit because they may want to veer off, but we want to make sure that, again, we're working as a team. So everybody has a part in the team. So sometimes you need to monitor your students and make sure that they are following their schedules. The student schedule is driven by the transcripts received from the previous school. So contact your counselor for schedule change request. So again, MAP is going to be the first week of school. And I keep mentioning that because it is very important. And remember again that the students' cameras must be turned on during MAP. We just want to make sure that they are doing their work to the best of their ability. So you want to make sure that, again, that they're up early in the morning, that they get a good breakfast and they're ready to do their MAP for the first week of school. So you see that it'll be like in the early AM part of the day. So that's when our minds are fresh, you know, we're good. So that's a good time to have the MAP. But that's what the first week of school is going to look like pretty much. So we have some department calendars. This meeting will be recorded and you'll also have access to these calendars. You can go to our GCA website to get access to these calendars. Okay, so we're going to talk about logging on to some of the different programs that we use, which is Clever, Canvas, and Jigsaw. So Miss Veronica Aquini is going to come and talk about logging into these different systems. Are you ready, Veronica?
I sure am. Thank you, Sonia.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and close your mic so there won't be any feedback.
Awesome.
All right. Hi, middle grades families. I'm Veronica Opani. I'm currently serving for elementary and primary grades as their family school partnership coordinator. But I just wanted to come here and just share with you guys just the sequence on how we want you guys to log in to get to class every day. Just make it part of your routine, right? So you will be going into Clever first. Obviously, you guys have been hearing in your Strong Start modules what Clever is, what Canvas is, what Jigsaw is, what Infinite Campus is. But the way to log in, you go into Clever and do the login. You will do a single sign-on with your Google account. You should have already set up your Gmail account. If you have yet to set up your Gmail account, that's okay. Reach out to your family engagement liaison. Ronnie said that they don't know who that is. Please email Miss Sonia Welsh. Miss Sonia will research that and get you connected and assigned to a family engagement liaison immediately, so you can get ready for school to start August 2nd. So you get into Clever. Once you get into Clever, you will see, or you will look for district resources. The district resources will be probably fairly up at the top, and you'll see an icon that says Canvas. That's how you get into Canvas. So you'll quickly log into Canvas. You do not have to re-sign in because Clever is a single sign-on for all of the different applications that your teachers have loaded on to Clever. So you don't have to worry about username and passwords. All you need to worry about is getting into Clever to get to Canvas. So once you're in Canvas, I'm going to get my pointer. Once you're in Canvas, you will see the dashboard view, right? For our middle grades, the best way that your school leaders have said as best practices, student tips, is to change your dashboard view to the list view. So you can see everything listed out for you. And it's a quick snapshot for you. And the way to change that view is to, at the top in your dashboard, and again, you probably have heard this in Strong Start, so we're just giving you quick tips just to get you started for next week, just to drain it into your, or drill it into your head. So you'll see the 3 little dots here up at the top when you log into your Canvas account. You will choose the list view because I believe dashboard automatically pops up the card view. So you just change it to list view, and then all of that will be there. That's where you can access your courses, where you can see things that you need to complete, classes that you need to go to, etc. Once you have gone to your dashboard, I have always told our parents, go to Calendar, because Calendar is going to list you all of your classes, your courses, where you need to be, at what time you need to be there, what is due, what's not due at that time. It's going to just give you a good idea of what you're doing for the day. So when in doubt, you don't know what to do in Canvas, go to that calendar. And in the calendar, it automatically populates the month. You want to switch it over to agenda, because the agenda view will show you, like I said, daily assignments are most likely going to be at the top. Those are just assignments your teachers assigned you to do for the day. Your class schedule, so where you need to go, when you need to be there, is going to be in the middle. And then the due dates, things, assignments, quizzes that are due for the day will be at the bottom, so that your student knows exactly what they are doing for the day. And so for courses, you're going to, and when you get to your dashboard, you can also access your courses through your dashboard. You can access your courses through your course tab. But when you get to your course, you're going to click on your course in your dashboard, and then you're going to go to Jigsaw. This is the way, parents, students, if you're in here, this is the way it's going to count that you attended class. You have to go this way. You have to get into Canvas, click on the course, go to Jigsaw. Once you get to Jigsaw, you're going to find that class that you need to attend, and then just join the session. So again, Canvas, then Jigsaw. This is how we are going to know that you are in class. If you bookmark your classes, your Jigsaw class, and you get in there that way, unfortunately, it's not going to count. So we need you to go to Canvas, then Jigsaw in that course to get to your classes, okay? Again, this is going to be in Strong Start. Please do not panic. If you are not sure what this looks like real time, we will have Learning Coach Live Help next week. Not next week, tomorrow and next week, but tomorrow at 12. If you need that, I need you to pull it up and walk me through. We can do that for you in Learning Coach Live Help, as well as your family engagement liaison. Now, this is for our parents that have the multiple kids. I know we have Mr. Ronnie or Miss Ronnie, I'm not sure, saying that they have so many kids at GCA, 3 kids at GCA. What your dashboard is going to look like is a ton of cards. So what you would probably want to do as a learning coach is go ahead and personalize those. And how you personalize them per student. So say Brandy's math class, Johnny's science class, Susie's ELA class. The way that you do that, you go by these 3 little dots here on your card view. That will populate this screen where you can change the name and pick the colors. If you even have one student, you can still do it that same way. If you want to personalize it just so it looks to be your own personal dashboard account, you can still do it the same way. But this is really for our families who have multiple kids and have just courses, and you don't know what student goes to what course. This is the better way to, personalize it so you're not confused and you're just well organized. So in the dashboard, you will see on the right-hand side, any upcoming, this is nice, right? Upcoming items, right? Vocabulary quizzes, things that are upcoming. So you can go ahead and tell Johnny, hey, I see you got a vocab quiz coming up. You need to study. Click on that. Let's do it together. In middle grades, we want to encourage and promote accountability, independence. So, encourage them to be the ones to tell you what's coming up so that they are taking ownership of their education. And then you can get a quick snapshot of up-to-date grades in Canvas as well. Final grades will be in Infinite Campus, but Canvas will have the most updated grades on all assignments. So we were talking about the observer view when it comes to the calendar. Again, this is what we were talking about, that agenda view. So when you click the agenda view, look how it looks. You see exactly what time the class is, what is due for the day. So vocab quiz is due by midnight. Your teachers will have due dates on every assignment, so you know that student needs to turn it in or do that quiz by midnight. So this is just an easy way for us to see what our children are doing for the day. That's why I always like the agenda view. Again, it probably is going to automatically populate the month view for you. You want to switch it to the agenda just so that your eyes don't go cross-eyed, because it's a lot on the month view as far as the little labels in the small little boxes, because month view pretty much looks like this small September, but your class is piled up in one day. So you really want to go to the agenda view so you can see it clearer. And also make sure that you are populating all of the calendars. So if you have multiple kids and you just want to know what Johnny's going to do for the day, only populate Johnny's. You can do that. You can just populate Johnny's so you don't see everybody's listed on your agenda view. But if you want to see everybody's listed on your agenda view, make sure you check it all in. Now, Johnny comes up to you and says, Mom, I don't see my math class on my calendar view. Go into Johnny's account, see if he's checked it. Or if Johnny says, my teacher didn't send me anything because he's, looking at the calendar. Go in there to make sure he's clicked it all or she's clicked it all, because it could be that he didn't see it or he missed it because the calendar wasn't checked. But we always want to encourage our student to go in the course tab and click on their actual course, because that's where they're going to do all of their work. This is just what you're going to be needing to do for the day. Where you're going to do your work is in the course, in your modules, okay? So we're going to click over. And I'm just going to let Miss Sonia take it over again. Thank you guys for letting me share those quick tips with you again. Please come to Learning Coach Live Help tomorrow at 12 if you have any additional questions. Sonia, I'll let you take it back.
Thank you so much, Veronica. I appreciate that. I hope you all took all of that in. I know it's a lot of information, but as you go along, it'll get easier. Okay. So next I want to talk to you about our middle school Meet the Teacher. Okay. That's coming up. That's actually tomorrow. So prepare for that. So you're going to join your middle school grade band for a welcome and kickoff to the 21-22 school year at the Meet the Teacher session. And the team is going to provide information about various courses, important platforms, and school expectations. So those sections, let's see, the sixth grade session will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. The seventh grade session will be at 11 a.m. and the eighth grade session will be at 1 p.m. So make sure that you put down that date. That's tomorrow, actually. So you may not even have to write it down. So make sure you plan to attend Meet the Teacher. Now we have also another meeting on August 12th from 6 to 7:30, and that's the Advanced and Gifted Parent Meeting. So in this parent meeting, we're going to discuss the explanation of the program, advanced content, differences between ES, MS, high school, difference between advanced and gifted, and so on. So make sure that you put this in your calendar as well. That's going to be on August 12th, and that is the Advanced and Gifted Parent Meeting. Another important date that I want you to note is the copyright and piracy and literacy training. This is very important that we understand what copyright and piracy is, because a lot of us are committing it on a daily basis and we don't want to do that. So we're going to teach you what copyright, we're going to teach you about piracy, and we're going to make sure that we are doing things the correct way when it comes to technology. This is another very important date, and that's going to be the middle school curriculum night. Our middle school curriculum night is going to be on Tuesday, August 31st, and that's from 6 p.m. to 7:30. The meeting link is going to be on the GCA parent calendar. You can access that calendar on our website. So you're going to join your middle school principals, assistant principals, teachers, and support staff for curriculum night. Some of the agenda items include standards assessments, monitoring progress, and working with educators. So it's going to be a very interesting meeting. Please put that on your calendar to attend. That's Tuesday, August 31st. And we have the parent meeting and parent university. I know it's a lot of meetings, but we want you to be informed as to what is going on with the school. We don't want you to miss anything. We don't want you to miss any opportunities. So it's a lot of meetings, but they're going to be very important to you and very informative. So please date that we will have the parent meeting and parent university September 21st, and that's from 6 to 7:30. And that's just going to, we're going to discuss parent leadership opportunities, Attendance Awareness Month, and have a learning coach guest speaker. So that's going to be an interesting meeting. So getting connected. So we do have student clubs here at GCA, and we will have some more information forthcoming about those clubs. So be on the lookout for that. So the Georgia Cyber Academy Middle School Students Clubs and Honor Society give students an avenue for pursuing their interests and passions outside of the classroom. We do want our students to be well balanced. We want them to learn, but we also want them to have some social interaction. So those students clubs are going to be vital in that. We have virtual innings, so join our community partnership teams as they offer our students both social and enrichment opportunities. Also, we have some parent and learning coach opportunities as well. We have the GCA Parent Teacher Student Organization, PTSO, and Ms. Gilliard has some information about that. She'll more than likely put a link in the chat so you can get some information regarding our Parent Teacher Student Organization. And so that is it for my portion of this. We are looking forward to a great year, Rise Up Middle School Champions, and we are so happy to have you. Now, we have a little bit of time. If you have some questions, you are more than welcome to put those questions in the chat. And between myself and Veronica Apani and Michelle Gilliard, we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, and also we still have our principal, Miss Blanda, on the line, and our assistant principals. So if they can, if they want to jump in on any of the questions as well, and kind of help fill some of these questions. So we do have a question about how. We have a question about how do you sign up for clubs? Is there anyone who would like to answer that question?